Apple TV Plus's Government Cheese closes with a wild and emotional finale that puts the main character, Hampton Chambers, through a final round of chaos, heartbreak, and deep realizations. This whole season has been filled with Hampton's messy choices and good intentions gone wrong, and the last episode doesn't slow down. In fact, it gives us a perfect storm of betrayal, violence, and heartbreak, all showing how even when someone says they're trying to change, old habits die hard. Hampton has been trying to act like a new man for a while. He's been saying all the right things, promising to take care of his family, be responsible, and move on from his criminal past. But all those promises come crashing down when Astoria, his wife, learns about his role in the robbery at Temple Hillel. That moment is like the final straw for her. Even though she had been starting to believe in him again, so much so that she was thinking of giving up a big job opportunity in San Francisco, she realizes the truth: Hampton hasn't changed. He might care for his family, but he's too wrapped up in himself to truly be there for them in a meaningful way. Their confrontation is rough. Astoria lays it all out for Hampton: how he's been lying, how he's been dragging everyone down, how his love comes with conditions and manipulation. It's the kind of raw moment that's been building for the entire season. She had been so close to giving him another chance, thinking maybe this time it would be different. But when she sees that the same patterns are repeating, she makes a big decision. She's done. She packs her bags and gets ready to leave for San Francisco. At first, she's torn about leaving her sons behind with a man she no longer trusts. But Einstein and Harrison step up. They tell her she should go live her dream, that they're old enough to handle themselves now. It's a bittersweet moment of maturity from the boys, giving their mom the push she needs. Meanwhile, Hampton is trying to fix things in his usual sloppy, last-minute way. He thinks he's covered for the robbery because he has fishing trip photos with his son as an alibi. So the police don't worry him too much. But there's still a huge problem. He owes money to the dangerous Prevost brothers. He tries to solve that problem the previous day by ambushing a tech CEO at RocketCorp, pitching his invention, a self-sharpening drill called Bit Magician, and somehow pulling off a deal with help from his son Einstein. The plan works at first, but the next day when he goes to collect the money, the company tells him that it'll take 6 weeks for vetting, and there's no guarantee he'll get the deal. In short, no cash, no bailout, no time. Disappointed and running out of options, Hampton runs into the mysterious fisherman again, the same guy who tried to steal his money earlier. This time, the man gives Hampton some spiritual advice, telling him to have faith and face the beast head-on. Weird as it sounds, Hampton listens. He goes directly to the Prevost brothers' farm and confesses he doesn't have the money. He basically gives up, expecting them to kill him. Instead, he offers them the drill, the same one Gene Guy, one of the brothers, had secretly wanted to buy before. What Hampton doesn't realize is that Gene Guy tried to cut a solo deal behind his brothers' backs. So when Hampton brings up the drill in front of everyone, it turns into a big mess. The other Prevost brothers are furious at Gene Guy for sneaking around, and a full-blown argument explodes. Things spiral quickly, and before Hampton knows it, he's being thrown into the trunk of Gene Guy's car. Gene Guy is shouting something in French that Hampton doesn't understand, and the tension in the air is thick. But one thing's clear: the brothers are angry enough to kill, but their twisted family code won't let them kill one of their own. As Gene Guy drives off with Hampton in the trunk, Hampton finds a small knife and tries to cut his way into the back seat. But just as he's trying to make his move, Gene Guy crashes the car. The impact flings Hampton forward, and the knife ends up stabbing Gene Guy in the back of the head, killing him. It looks accidental, but the timing is brutal. One would think this would seal Hampton's death. But no, the other Prevost brothers see it as poetic justice. Gene Guy betrayed them, and now he's dead, and because they couldn't kill him themselves, Hampton did it for them. So in their strange way, they see it as justice served. They wipe Hampton's debt clean and let him walk away free. With this surreal victory, Hampton returns home thinking maybe he's back in control. But he's not. The police situation still needs sorting, so he heads to the station with the fishing trip photos. To his surprise, Astoria is already there. She tells the cops that she was with him during the fishing trip, giving him a fake alibi. Hampton is shocked, maybe even hopeful that this means she's forgiving him. But Astoria shuts that down immediately. She's still leaving. She just didn't want her sons to see their dad get locked up again. Her goodbye is final this time. Hampton goes back home and finds the house empty. Astoria's gone. His sons are gone too. Einstein is off at a concert with Minnie, living his life. Harrison has gone up the mountains to witness a solstice ceremony with Rudy's people, the Chumash. There, Harrison finds out something painful. Rudy, the man he respected and trusted, died in a prison riot, something Hampton had hidden from him. The secrecy adds more resentment, and Harrison starts to emotionally disconnect from his father even more. As the ceremony ends, he lets go of a feather Rudy gave him, a symbol of letting go of the past and maybe finding a new path with Rudy's family instead. Back at home, Hampton finds himself alone, not just physically, but emotionally abandoned. Everyone he said he was trying to protect and provide for is now gone. He goes to the rooftop, the place where he sometimes finds clarity, and stands there, looking out over the city. This moment of silence is powerful. Hampton realizes that even though he dodged death, escaped the law, and tried to fix his problems, he's lost what matters most. His actions, despite being well-intentioned at times, have finally caught up to him. He's left with his inventions, his stories, and an empty home. What makes the Government Cheese finale hit hard is the tragic truth behind it all. Redemption isn't just about saying the right things. It's about truly changing, and sometimes, it's already too late. Hampton tried. But in the process, he kept lying, kept gambling with people's trust, and in the end, he lost the people who loved him most. The show wraps with that quiet, lonely image of him standing on the roof, a man with nothing left but time to reflect on what he's done.